to this three-part series on strategic planning. My name is Adrian. I'm here today with strategic leadership trainer and psychologist Adrian McInman. Okay, let's get right to it. Adrian, could you please tell me if strategic planning is outdated?
No, it's not. It works for organisations and it works for individuals. I like George Steiner's explanation as to why it works. He suggests that strategic planning is fundamentally about three things. First, it's about designing a desired future. Second, it's about deciding which planning will be pursued. And third, it's more of a thought process than a set of techniques. These three features are highly beneficial, and top leaders tend to agree. For instance, a study of CEOs from 428 Norwegian municipalities gave the usefulness of strategic planning a 5.3 rating out of 7. They suggested it was even more useful when integrated into other management practices.
That's interesting, because back in 1994, Henry Mintzberg wrote, "While certainly not dead, strategic planning has long since fallen from its pedestal." What do you think of Mintzberg's opinion?
Mintzberg encouraged leaders to use strategic thinking, but disliked strategic planning, especially the formalization of the planning process. He believed that strategic planning impeded strategic thinking and caused managers to become fixated on immaculately conceived strategies and ultimate destinations. Instead, he advocated a creative, informal, and intuitive approach. Arguably, his best advice was for leaders to loosen up the strategy-making process. The CEOs in the study I just mentioned earlier probably would have agreed with him, as they liked strategic planning but not formalised strategic plans such as mandatory 4-year municipal economic plans. They wanted less bureaucracy and less hierarchy.
In a 2014 article entitled "The Big Lie of Strategic Planning," Roger Martin argued that months of strategic planning might reduce a leader's fear of the unknown, but it is a terrible way to make a strategy. What do you think of Martin's opinion?
I love some of Martin's ideas. He notes we have a natural aversion to discomfort and fear, hence spending countless hours conducting careful research to produce a perfect strategic plan may be comforting as it decreases fear. He believes it is unlikely to be successful. He felt fear and discomfort are essential aspects of strategy making, and that true strategy is about placing bets, making hard choices, increasing the odds of success, and not eliminating risk. However, this does not mean that strategic planning doesn't work. 5 years after his article, the results of 31 strategic planning studies were published, conclusively proving that strategic planning improves organisational performance in both the public and private sectors.
If strategic planning works, why are there so many well-known strategic planning disasters?
The media are attracted to disasters more than successes, so we're more likely to hear about a sensational strategic planning fail, such as Playboy's decision to remove nudity from its magazines, than a strategic planning success. As business plans are for newly established businesses and strategic plans are for established businesses, if we want to get technical, we're more likely to see business plan disasters than strategic plan disasters, because 23.2% of private sector businesses in the United States fail in the first year. However, it is the strategic plan disasters that we're most likely to hear about.
Why do some strategic plans fail?
Chris Joyner believes lack of alignment of organisational DNA. lack of short-term concrete actions, lack of ownership, lack of courageous leadership, and lack of healthy accountability are the number one reasons why strategic planning fails. Others suggest the major reason for the fails is politics. Usually there are multiple reasons. A good example is Iridium. They had an experienced management team, over 1,000 patents, an ideal target audience, and their stock price had more than tripled in less than a year. However, 1 year later, they filed for bankruptcy. Multiple factors cause this. First, during the development phase, competing technologies improved, making Iridium's product less attractive. Second, they had technology problems. Third, they launched their product without enough stock. Fourth, the CEO was unwilling to abandon the product because most of his compensation package was via stock options. Fifth, the board members were unable to provide appropriate corporate oversight because 27 of their 28 board members were either Iridium employees or directors chosen by their partners.
So, what are the best ways to avoid strategic planning failure?
Here are 8 tips applicable to most organisations. First, ensure that those who will be put in charge of executing the plan are involved in making it. Second, use an impartial outside strategic planning expert. Third, ensure that all strategic planning team members are fully committed to the process and the final plan. Fourth, the strategic planning team must show their staff the benefits of the plan, explain how the plan will affect them, and work hard to obtain staff buy-in. Fifth, conduct the planning sessions where creative thinking is possible. For instance, hire venues where you can go for a walk followed by having a shower, as research shows both of those techniques increase creativity temporarily. 6. Ensure accountability is built into the plan. The last 2 tips come from Roger Martin. 7. Ensure your company's strategy can be summarized in 1 page using simple words and concepts. It should focus on creating a compelling proposition for your specific clients. 8. Boards and managers should accept that strategy is only a bet and that perfection is an impossible standard.
Do you have any final thoughts about ensuring strategic planning success?
It would be ideal if top leaders had or worked to gain more of what I call the 3 C's, which stands for competence, courage, and commitment. High levels of the 3 C's will increase the likelihood that they will spend enough money, effort, and time ensuring factors associated with strategic planning success are as ideal as possible.